A couple in Golden scammed out of nearly $140,000 through a sophisticated phishing scam.
A classic $20 distraction scam. And by the time it was over, thousands had vanished from her bank account and her daughter's.
Can now use apps to show up as a trusted number, including the number for your bank.
It is called.
Someone out there already knows exactly how you react when you're stressed, distracted, or scared. And there are hidden mechanics running underneath the messages you read, the voices you trust, and the platforms you open without thinking. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. These scams don't just target your money. They target your timing, your emotions, your routines, and your moments of vulnerability. By the end of this, you won't just avoid scams. You'll recognize the move before they even try it. There's a scam going around right now that will ruin the way you answer your phone. The call doesn't come from a strange number. It isn't robotic, glitchy, or awkward. It sounds like someone you love. The voice is familiar, not just the tone, but the exact rhythm they speak in, the tiny habits in how they breathe, how they laugh, how they hesitate before saying something emotional. That's because today, a scammer only needs 6 seconds. 6 seconds of someone talking in a TikTok, a WhatsApp voice note, a Snapchat clip, a random audio from a group chat, to clone their voice convincingly. And the technology isn't even the dangerous part. It's when they choose to use it. They call you when your mind is already overloaded, after work, during a family emergency, when your kid should be walking home from school. At that moment, your brain is designed to trust familiarity. So when the voice says, "Don't panic, but I need your help," logic shuts down and panic takes over, and scammers know that. The defense is simple, but you have to train it now. When a call demands urgency, especially emotional urgency, you hang up. You wait 2 slow breaths, and then you call the real person back using the number already stored in your phone, not the one that just called you. And if you can't reach them, you call a second trusted family member to cross-verify. Voice is no longer proof. Familiarity is not security. Verification is now survival. One of the most dangerous scams in 2025 doesn't start with money. It starts with belonging. You meet someone online, maybe on a dating app, maybe on a Discord server, maybe through shared hobbies or investments. They don't feel like strangers. They feel like someone who gets you. They mirror your humor. They reply at your pace. They learn when you're most talkative, when you're tired, when you're bored, when you're most open. This isn't accidental. It's emotional data gathering. Every time you confide in them, they map your stress response. Every small complaint about life becomes a signal of what you wish your future could look like. And once they understand your emotional pattern, they introduce the opportunity. Not as a pitch, not as persuasion, but as concern. You deserve better than what you're going through. Or, "I've been investing in something that's really been working for me. I can show you." They may even start with tiny real returns just to make your confidence feel self-generated. And that's the trap. Because when you believe the idea was yours, you stop questioning the motive. The rule is absolute now. If a new relationship, romantic, friendly, or supportive, introduces money, investments, or financial advice, everything pauses. You step away from the conversation. You verify on your own, alone, without their influence in the room. Another modern scam doesn't look digital at all. It looks like paperwork, a normal invoice, an expected payment, a routine purchase order from a vendor your company has worked with for years. Same logo, same formatting, same tone. What you don't realize is that scammers have been quietly observing for weeks, sometimes months. They watch who approves what without questioning. They watch what amounts trigger oversight and what amounts slip through unnoticed. They test your trust reflex by sending small invoices first. $42, $93, $211, numbers so harmless no one double-checks anything. They are not stealing money yet. They are training your brain to stop thinking. And when the trust pattern is fully established, they send the real invoice, same document, new banking details. Entire department budgets can disappear in a single routine transaction. The protection is simple. When payment details change, everything stops. You confirm using a number you had saved before the invoice arrived, not the phone number written on the document. Routine is not safety. Routine is where you are easiest to exploit. Most people think hacking looks like someone breaking into something. But the most damaging breaches start with something nobody ever checks. The account you forgot existed. An old cloud dashboard from a tool your company stopped using. An employee account that was never disabled after they quit. A backup login tied to your secondary email that you haven't opened in 4 years. Scammers don't need to guess your password for important accounts if you reuse that password somewhere unprotected. They run massive lists of leaked usernames and passwords against old services until something quietly opens. And because those systems are outdated, no alert is triggered, no warning pops up, no suspicious login notification appears. The hacker sits inside silently. They watch your workflows. They learn your schedule. They observe your approval habits. They don't destroy anything because disruption draws attention. They wait until the moment you won't be looking. The fix is unglamorous but critical. Every few months you audit every service you use and delete any account you haven't used recently. If it isn't active, it is a security threat. In cyberspace, dead accounts are open windows. There's also a scam that doesn't try to convince you directly. It convinces the system you trust. Platforms like Amazon, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and Google recommend what appears popular, not what is real. Scammers use armies of bots to leave. Thousands of 5-star reviews, bookmark products, follow profiles, save posts, and artificially trigger algorithmic promotion. The result: a brand new seller looks like a popular and established business. A fake tutoring service looks like a trusted expert. A crypto platform looks like a booming opportunity everyone is using. Your brain sees thousands of reviews and concludes, this must be legitimate. The way you break this illusion is simple. You don't look at how many reviews something has. You look at when they were posted. If they appeared in clusters, all within a few days or weeks, the popularity you're seeing is not organic. You are looking at manufactured trust. The system was manipulated to manipulate you. The next scam is intensely psychological. It's when your phone starts sending endless sign-in approval requests. Approve, deny. Approve, deny. Approve, deny. It happens when you're half asleep, when you're drained after work, when you're distracted in a grocery line, when you're dealing with your kid, or lying in bed scrolling with your guard down. The timing is not random. They wait until your willpower is lowest. They wait until your brain is running on autopilot, when you're just tapping your screen without thinking. And here's the part most people don't know. The attacker already has your password at this point. They're not trying to get in. They're trying to get you to open the door. They're using fatigue as a weapon. This tactic is called MFA fatigue or push bombing, and it works because your nervous system prioritizes stopping discomfort over making rational decisions. Your brain is designed to save energy, and when the buzzing won't stop, your mind tries to end the stress the fastest way it can. So, when your phone lights up for the 10th time, your half-conscious brain reacts not with logic, but with relief. If I just tap approve, the noise will stop. And that's exactly the moment they win. Your account isn't stolen because you're careless. It's stolen because you're human, and humans get tired. So here's the rule. The moment you receive even one login approval request you didn't personally trigger, you don't approve, you don't deny, you don't wait to see if it stops, you immediately change your password, you go into your account security settings, you reset all active sessions, you update your recovery email, and you check whether any unfamiliar devices are listed. And if your phone keeps buzzing before you finish, you put it in airplane mode and secure the account from a different device. If your phone is spamming you, the breach has already occurred. What you're experiencing is not the attack beginning, it's the attacker trying to force the final click. Their strategy is exhaustion. Your strategy now is interruption. Then there's the smallest scam of all, the tiny charge. A 1.12 debit, a 3.97 withdrawal, a 0.58 processing adjustment, a random verification fee that looks like background noise on your statement. And because it's small, your brain dismisses it immediately. Not worth worrying about. But that tiny charge is not about the money. It is a behavioral test. It's a probe. They're measuring your reaction time. Do you check your accounts every day or only when something major feels off? Do you scroll past small transactions because you're busy? Do you freeze when something looks unfamiliar? Or do you assume it's just a bank glitch? Scammers use this tiny charge to learn your monitoring habits. If you don't react, if you let that 112 slide, they now know they have a delay window to work with. 24 hours, 2 days, a week, that delay becomes the blueprint for the real theft. If you're inattentive, they will slow drain your account in tiny increments that blend into your spending habits. $9.42. Here, $14.67 there, always just below your suspicion threshold. If your awareness is delayed but predictable, they hit you once, hard, while you're asleep or traveling. A $900 transfer, a $1,700 purchase, a full credit line advance. Some scams don't even touch your bank balance right away. They test your debit card first to confirm it's active, then sell it in bulk on black markets where buyers know exactly how long they have before you notice. That $1.12 wasn't theft. It was reconnaissance. So from now on, any charge you do not recognize, even sense, is treated as the alarm it is. You dispute it immediately. You freeze the card and request a new one. You check whether the merchant name is real. You do not wait to see if it happens again. Because if it happened once, the real attempt is already scheduled, based on your silence. And finally, one of the smartest scams of all, legitimacy camouflage. Scammers don't try to look like criminals, they try to look official. They place government-style seals, certification logos, compliance stamps, registered business numbers, SEC filing references, and fake regulatory badges on websites, loan companies, investment platforms, crypto exchanges, personal finance apps, and even charity or disaster relief donation sites. The fonts are professional. The badges look real. The address listed is a real building, but the license is issued in a jurisdiction nobody knows, a micro-region somewhere with no enforcement department, no oversight infrastructure, no English-speaking clerks, and no public phone directory. They use phrases like accredited, verified, legal under Section 908B, or operating under international compliance agreement. All of that is designed to overwhelm you with language that sounds impressive enough that you won't check. And they rely on exactly that most people trust a seal before they verify a source. They hide behind the fact that no one wants to navigate regulatory bureaucracy or call a government office. They know that the average person will see a badge, feel relief, and continue. So here is the real rule. Legitimacy is not visual. Legitimacy is traceable. When you see a license number, you do not trust the one on the company's site. You go to the regulator's real website, the government-issued one, and call the number listed there. Not the chat box on the site, not the WhatsApp link, not the support email they provide. You speak to an actual clerk or automated verification system and ask one question. Is this company registered under this license number? And you follow it with a second. Is the company located at the address they listed? If the answer is hesitation, redirection, or anything less than direct confirmation, you walk immediately. Real legitimacy is boring, simple, and direct. Fake legitimacy is shiny, loud, and complicated, and it always asks you to trust the presentation instead of the source. All of these scams share the same core mechanic. They don't need you to be uninformed. They don't need you to be careless. They don't need you to be gullible. They just need you to be rushed. When you are rushed, you stop verifying. When you are overwhelmed, you stop thinking. When you are emotional, you act on instinct instead of logic. Scammers don't break into your life, they wait for the moment you stop pausing. So, the new rule isn't paranoia, it's pacing. When something feels urgent, emotional, rushed, pressured, high stakes, time-sensitive, or private, you don't react. You pause. You breathe. You confirm using a source you controlled before the situation began. You call the person back. You check the number independently. You verify identity, legitimacy, routing, credentials. Because the truth is simple. A scam only works if it gets you to act before you think. The moment you slow the situation down, the illusion collapses. So now you know, and once you see the pattern, they lose. Subscribe, like, and comment why you like this video for a chance to win a new Apple MacBook.